Hi, my name is Karen Cochran, the Executive Director of STAR, and I just want to welcome you to our launch weekend for STAR for 2021. And I am joined by my colleagues, Julia Cruz and Catherine Satalino.
Hello, everyone. Again, I'm Julia Cruz, and I've so much enjoyed interacting with you so far. And I really appreciate all your work on the agreements. We're almost there. So thanks for your patience, and thanks to those who have already signed it.
And I'm Catherine Satalino. I'm excited for another STAR season. I appreciate everyone's responsiveness to all my emails, and you can look forward to quite a few more of those from me in the future. So I look forward to working with you all.
Thank you. We had an incredible kickoff this morning, and I regret we didn't start the recording in time. So we're re-recording our intro. And thank you so much for all of those participating this morning to kick off the projects. We wanted to just share a little bit about what's going to happen today for many of you who are engaging with your students. And some of you have already connected with your students earlier this week or as early as last Friday. And then some of you are going to connect with your students tomorrow or next week. We regret we are not in the Rizzo Executive Center in Chapel Hill, where we're all gathering in the morning to meet and greet one another and hear about all the exciting projects that are underway for STAR. But we are excited to at least connect on Zoom today at 5, where we'll hear about some of you and your experiences that you had with the students today. As a reminder, if you didn't get a chance to look at the videos that we sent as a precursor for today that talked a little bit about what we do in STAR, our syllabus and our methodologies, as well as hearing from our corporate partner, STAR alumni, if you will, in Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina, as well as some of our faculty who shared a little bit of their insight on how to be a great corporate partner. So if you haven't had a chance to watch those videos, please do so. We hope it will be helpful. You don't have to sit in your computer. You can just put it on your phone and walk around the neighborhood and listen to it. But we hope those recordings will be helpful, and it's one less Zoom call you have to participate on. We are so thankful for all of our corporate partners this year. We have 23 projects who are collectively tackling some incredible business challenges in our world today. And we look forward to you hearing from the individual executives and their business challenges in this session. But thank you for every one of you who have entrusted your challenge with our students from the MBA and undergraduate business programs here at Kenan Flagler Business School. We have some repeat customers, and thank you for joining again, as well as many who are participating for the first time in STAR, and just incredible organizations and executives who are ready to roll up their sleeves and engage with our students to address these business challenges and come up with incredible recommendations. So thank you. I also want to just share, if you haven't had a chance to look at our pre-recorded asynchronous material, we do a hypothesis-driven methodology in STAR where we help the students frame out and disaggregate all the different potential solutions for your company and come up with some hypotheses. And then over the course of the semester to try to test to prove or disprove those. It's an iterative process. It's a huge learning curve these students are on. We think they're great students today, but they're going to get even better over the course of the semester, and you're going to be part of that process. And so they will come today even with some ideas. We hope you will lean in and listen to what they have to say, but also they're ready to listen to you and hear all your incredible knowledge about your organization. So thank you for engaging with our students today. We appreciate your time. And unfortunately, we hadn't started the recording, and our first company that started out was Advanced Auto Parts, which is a great new partnership for us. And we had Allison, Katie, Wendy, and Regina all sharing their energy towards their Die Hard brand. And the students are going to tackle some marketing opportunities for the Die Hard brand. Many of those executives from Advanced Auto Parts are alumni, and they had such passion and enthusiasm about being connected back with UNC. Allison's on the board of advisors for the school. And so we're so thankful for Advanced Auto Parts for partnering with us. And we regret we did not hear, you don't get to hear personally from each one of them, but you will see them. They stayed on for the course of the call. And so thank you. We just appreciate the partnership. And after Advanced Auto Parts, we heard from Mark from Bayer, and you will hear him mid-sentence in sharing his experience. Thank you, Mark.
Good to see you again, Wendy. It's been a long time. But from a Bayer perspective, I mean, I'll give you a little background. Typically, when folks think of Bayer, they're like aspirin, is the first place folks go. But as you imagine, Bayer is a large global company, and the area I'm in is really a subdivision of Bayer Crop Science. And we refer to ourselves as Bayer Environmental Science. And like many companies, we too are on a significant digital transformation. But specifically, that means for environmental science, we're looking at innovating around turf management, specifically golf course superintendents. And we're bringing a whole lot of technology to them that'll allow them to make better decisions on the course and their facility. And then specifically, the team will be assigned to how do we take that project to market. I'm a one-man band. I've been at Bayer about almost 5 years now. And I'm the head of our digital solutions, but it's almost like a startup within a very large company. So we're blazing a lot of new ground, and it's going to be exciting to see what the team comes up with.
That's great, Mark. So we'll hit to the golf course in the spring and check it out.
Yeah.
Anybody else on the call from Bayer this morning, Mark?
No, just myself.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We'll switch to BioLabs. I'm not sure if they're able to join us. Is anybody out from BioLabs on the call? All right. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina.
Hey, Karen, it's Stephanie. Hey, everybody. Stephanie Woodward. I unfortunately cannot talk about in depth what our project is because our stakeholders will probably have my job if I did. So I will just say this, though. Blue has worked with the STARS program. I want to say this is like our third time potentially that we have worked with you guys. And for those of you that this is your first time, you are going to be really impressed with the level of work effort that they bring, the professionalism and success. I know from past projects for us, they really have brought their A game and been helpful and really monumental in success of the projects that we've had before. So we once again are very excited to engage with this team, and we have every expectation that they will help move our project forward tenfold. So really excited.
Thank you, Stephanie. And your project is fascinating. And I wish we could share what it is, but just trust us that Blue Cross is tackling something phenomenal for the state of North Carolina. And so if you're a Blues member, you would be proud of what this team is tackling. So thank you. Is Alicia or Chris on the call? I know they did a great video, so if you all didn't have a chance to watch the recording, go for a walk and put it on your phone and listen to it. Chris and Alicia did a fabulous job telling about their experience. So thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know Dr. Betsy's on the call. Do you want to represent Cron Bio or Vet Ventures, Dr. Betsy?
I'm here. Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Betsy Sigmund. I am actually a NC State and Auburn graduate. I am a veterinarian with over 38 years of experience. And I noticed that both the pets and the owners did not want to come in for blood work. And so sold my practice, went back to school, taking courses at State in biomedical engineering and a variety of things, and developed an idea for providing metrics to telehealth actually in the women's reproductive health space. Just factually speaking, there's greater than, of the 1,300 plus counties in the United States, 49% don't even have an OBGYN. And that telemedicine without metrics is just FaceTime. So came up with an idea to give metrics for those telehealth calls in the hormonal space. It's pretty exciting research. Unfortunately, there are no devices in this space other than for glucose detection. So it's a pretty long runway. So I wanted to reach out, thank you, Karen, to the STAR program that we know we have a pretty exciting glide path for the technology, But because nothing's in this space, I don't have any background of what it's really going to take to commercialize this and take this over the threshold by myself, as opposed to reaching out to partners. So we're trying to, just like we're working on the metrics of the device, look on the metrics of commercialization, and is this a viable pathway? So thank you for this opportunity.
Absolutely. We're happy to have you on board. And I know the students are really excited about tackling this with you. So really exciting to have an entrepreneurial product for this team. So thank you so much. I know Allison's on from Agility.
Good morning. Yes. So my name is Allison Wyatt. I'm a co-founding partner at Agility Consulting, and our firm does executive search, talent consulting, and compensation work for education, youth, and social justice oriented nonprofits across the country. We work with a lot of schools and nonprofits that push into schools to provide supplemental services, particularly for in urban communities, in underserved communities, with high percentages of student populations that are, in low income communities, et cetera, et cetera. So that's the work we do. Our project with our STAR team, which we had a fantastic kickoff this past Wednesday, it was really a productive session. So if you haven't done that yet, I hope you're looking forward to that. It was a lot of fun and really productive. But our project is they'll be doing a brand audit for our organization, looking at it from two lenses. One, looking at sort of how we deepen our presence in specific geographies that we want to expand into. And secondly, our firm has a huge commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion, and has really substantial results in placing leaders of color in particular in executive level roles in the sector. And we're looking at whether or not that commitment and those results are translating through our branding and having them look specifically at that lens. So we're really excited to get started and hear sort of their synthesis from this past Wednesday. And this is actually our first time doing the program. So just excited to kind of learn more about what it's going to be like.
That's great. Well, thank you, Allison. I know that your team did a walk around campus today or yesterday to kind of bond in the midst of this global pandemic. So thank you. I didn't see Evan from Eli Lilly. Is he on?
Hey, good morning, Karen.
Oh, good. There you are. Great.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Evan Bayless. I'm the lone representative from Eli Lilly this morning. But I actually am a UNC Tar Heel alum. So my wife and I both graduated from the Keenan-Flagler MBA program just a few years ago. And I'm currently the point captain for recruiting at Lilly for UNC. So love staying engaged, love going back to Chapel Hill, looking forward to visiting again in the near future. I've been with Lilly for about 9 years, all on the marketing and commercial side of the business. We have really strong points of interconnection and intersection with the CBOH down at UNC. And working closely with the Keenan-Flagler students. So we have a really exciting project that we're kicking off in the diabetes business unit, similar to Stephanie. I can't share a lot of the details about the project that we're doing, but Lilly has been invested in the diabetes space for over 100 years. But here in the last few years, we have some exciting new opportunities to look at points of intersection in other metabolic disease states. So not just diabetes, but thinking about disease states like obesity, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, sleep apnea related to obesity and other disease states. So we'll be kicking off some fun and exciting work with our STAR team. We're really looking forward to kicking the project off this afternoon.
It's a phenomenal project. So thank you so much, Evan. And you've got a former Eli Lilly and one of our great faculty advisors in Marcus Saba on the call as well. And I just want to acknowledge all of our faculty advisors are here and they are just phenomenal. So I hope you all get to know your faculty advisor. They have incredible backgrounds and love participating in the program. I believe GSK is not able to attend on Zoom, and so I regret they're not able to be here, but they have entrusted 2 projects with us, one in the digital space and one on a treatment that they are looking to explore. And they have just been a great partner. Thank you, Peter Hare, for the connection. He was a former GSK executive, and he now runs our STAR projects for GSK, and they just do a fabulous job.
Sadana is on the call from GSK.
Oh, perfect. Great. Welcome. Go ahead.
Hi, so good to meet you all. Sorry, you're right. We are not able to use Zoom, so I'm trying to hop on from my personal phone. But thank you for having me. I unfortunately missed your intro, but just a quick thing about myself. I'm actually a 2018 alum of Kenan-Flagler, so really
Great.
happy to be back and talking with current students. I just looked on the line. I see advisors of mine, administrators, teachers, Claudia, I see Megan, I see Sherry. Really great to see you all on the line. So really happy to be here. Not sure if you already shared this, but our team will be working on COVID therapeutics on behalf of GSK, and I'll just leave it there because there's so much more to say. But really excited to work with Peter and Herman already. They've been helping us scope things out, and it's been great. And we actually have a kickoff today, so looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. I didn't want to share it. I wasn't sure if I was allowed, but you just gave me chills when you shared it. So as you can see, we are tackling some major problems going on in this world. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Kenan-Flagler.
Thank
Great.
you.
I'll pass it on to Sherry Wallace within our
Karen?
UNC system. Yeah.
Becky Malia, also from GSK, is on.
Oh, great. See, I can't see names. So Becky, if you want to say hello, we'd love to have you do so. Well, Becky, if you can hear us, thank you so much for joining. Just jump in if we're in the middle of something, if you are having a hard time with your audio. But Sherry.
I can see her talking, but we're not hearing it, so.
Okay. Well, thank you, Becky.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sherry Wallace, and I love this shirt, even though it is Duke blue, but as a double Tar Heel, I think I have the right to wear it. But I do have my nice Carolina blue in the background. I am the Executive Director of Engagement and Inclusion at UNC Kenan-Flagler, and this is our first position at the school that is focused on inclusion, DEI, and I report to the Dean. I am very excited to be working with STAR team on one element of our inclusion and diversity, and that is the underrepresentation of African-American Blacks, not in our student rank, faculty, and staff. So this project that this group is doing for us is actually dear to my heart too, because it takes me back to my old advertising and brand management days where we did lots of attitude and usage studies. And so this is basically an ANU study where we're trying to understand what is the Kenan-Flagler brand and reputation in the Black community. Our hope is that we will have takeaways that will inform and impact our marketing and communication, perhaps recruiting strategies for student, staff, and faculty, and student support, talent development. So it really is just kind of a basic, let's really drill down, understand this segment, and especially the ways where it might, where it may be different and where the gaps are, so that we can be a lot more informed and intelligent about the work that we're doing in this area.
Thank you so much, Sherry. Very timely, and we look forward to hearing all that the students uncover. So thank you so much. I know Eric is out there. Eric, do you want to represent Learning Without Tears? And we just thank you for your partnership with STAR.
Hey there, great to see you this morning. Quickly about Learning Without Tears is it got started by my mom as Handwriting Without Tears 4 decades ago or something like that. And I started working with her in '95 while I was a Kenan-Flagler student. And at that point in time, it was my mom in the guest room with a bookkeeper. And through the juice that we got out of the collaborations at 2 practicums with Kenan-Flagler, we are now at about 200 employees and reaching about 20% of the kids in the country with our programs. So we're particularly excited about it. This is our second STAR project, and our first one went very well, and very excited about this one. And I'm joined today with Alexis White, who is also a UNC grad and is currently finishing up her graduate studies at Harvard's Masters of Education. So Alexis, if you could quickly introduce yourself and your role with us.
Good morning, everyone. It feels so great to be back at home with Tar Heels. I'm definitely enjoying my time with my Harvard colleagues, but it just does not hit the same. There's something different about Carolina. I'm super, super excited as an education reformer who's really focused on making sure that the education sector does a really good job in light of COVID of both innovating and making sure that students have access to high quality education products. Super happy to collaborate with the STAR project-based team and also with Learning Without Tears. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Alexis. Yes, very timely projects, as I said. All right, so Procter & Gamble. I don't know if Emerson or Ross are here to represent our 2 projects with Procter & Gamble. We love the partnership. And Kelly, there you are.
Hey, yep, I'm here. So really quickly, I am Kelly Emerson. Good morning, everyone. I myself am not a Tar Heel, but at P&G, we have many, many Tar Heels that we are very loyal to. And so you get myself and Sydney Gagne, who will go right after me. But we work on the Pampers business and baby care. And we have a great project with the students this year where they are helping us figure out how we better win with Latinx consumers. So Sid, I will turn it over to you.
Awesome. Sydney Golleben. Don't have many connections to UNC, but my husband did go to Duke, so familiar with the area. And I work in marketing on Pampers. I'm currently the brand director, and I've been on the brand for about 5 years. Super excited to dive in and meet the students today. I'll hand it over to Ellie.
Thank you. Ellie?
Ellie is not on, so she has had a big business issue. So we're going to actually pass it to the oral care team.
Okay, P&G Oral.
Thanks, guys. So I am Jarrell Ross. I am a senior brand manager on the Crest toothpaste business. I'm originally from New Jersey. I went to Morehouse College down in Atlanta and recently graduated from NYU with my MBA. But my main connection to UNC was being down there back in 2017 with a few friends that went to the school to watch the Tar Heels win the NCAA championship. And that is definitely a night I will not forget. So definitely holds a special place in my heart. And when it comes to our project, so like many brands, there's been a lot of changes going on in the world of consumer goods, lots of new brands popping up, and a whole new consumer base or a whole new consumer group that is very different from more traditional groups of consumers, the Gen Z generation, that we are really trying to crack that nut and make sure we grow our brand's relevance and brand love in the hearts and minds of those consumers. And so that'll be the focus of our project for STAR, and looking forward to seeing the results.
Great, and I love your Crest t-shirt. You're wearing your brand well. That's awesome.
Always, always.
All right, Phononics. I thought I saw Dana. Are you out there?
Yes, I am. Good morning, everyone. So I'm Dana Krug. I lead the business unit for food and beverage for Phononics. So, which most of you probably are not familiar with. We're in Durham. We're really a semiconductor company that uses that technology for heating and cooling in more micro and small spaces. And the project that we're working on with UNC is to launch a new product in the fulfillment business. So as you guys have probably all experienced, you're picking up your groceries curbside at the store, or they're being delivered. Phononic is a new technology that eliminates the warehouses, eliminates the cooling need in the cold chain, and allows on-demand cooling for your groceries from the point of storage all the way to the point that it's dropped off at your house. So we're really excited about the program, and we're really excited about the kids that are jumping into this program. It's really a good program, but we appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I know PRA Health Sciences is doing theirs kickoff later. Is anybody on the call from there?
Two of us here.
Oh, good.
Kevin Berman. You guys can hear me okay?
Yes, great. Kevin, thank you.
Good afternoon, UNC alumnus. unfortunately, my colleague will hand it off to in a second and cannot say so. Back to alum. But we're here from PRA Health Sciences. We are the clinical research side of the pharma and biotech world. Probably working on some of the things that are making the news these days, including COVID symptoms and one of the 2 vaccines out there. I wanted to mention to the folks working on the DieHard launch that I previously in my career worked at Sears, both in the auto center side and on the DieHard brand, and I'm very excited to have seen the DieHard brand make it onto TV recently, and that you guys are reinvigorating that brand at your stores. So congratulations and good luck in doing that. I will pass it off to my friend and colleague, Patrick.
Thanks, Kevin. It's great to be here. Great to be part of the STAR program. Please don't mind my coffee mug here that has an amazing logo. I'm the pain of all UNC, I think. But I went to NC State, both undergrad and graduate school. I ran cross country and track at State. I'm originally from the outside Chicago area, but came down to the great state here and went to State College. It's great to be part of this program. I've been with PRA Health Sciences for 3 years now. My first 2 years, I was in business development, selling services for our phase 2, phase 3 clinical trials, and now had the opportunity, great opportunity this past year to work on Kevin's team as a director of global marketing. And a couple of things that we're excited about the team to work on is working on our customer decision journey, how it flows through everything that we do externally, and how we're very much client facing. And then to kind of look at PRA, and a big part of our sales team is our events, being out at conferences and speaking engagements and things like that. And how do we navigate our events moving forward during this COVID time when we're missing the face-to-face interactions with our sponsors and clients. So looking forward to kicking it off with our team after our sales meeting. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate the partnership. I didn't see anybody from TIA. Kelly, are you out there? I didn't see Kelly.
Karen, I'm on for Kelly.
Oh, perfect. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey there. Hey, everybody. I'm Adam Sheridan, and I run our B2B business strategy for TIA. And I can't go into too many details about our project, but we're really excited to have the students come and in another timely project kind of help us understand how we can best serve our clients and participants kind of in a post-COVID world.
Welcome. We appreciate it. I see the time. We're about running out. If you need to drop off, I'm just going to try to finish up in the last couple minutes. If you can stay on and hear some of the last colleagues, that would be great. Otherwise, join us at 5. If you've got to drop off, just feel free to do so. But I'd love to hear if Scott is on from Truist. I think they were starting right at 9, so he might not be here. We've got 3 in a row UNC projects with ARC and with our Carolina Student Life and our sustainability. So if any of those want to jump in, Allison, if you're there, you want to just share briefly. We've got some great engagements with our UNC groups.
Sure. Excuse me. So my name is Allison Zoller, and I'm the program manager for the UNC Autism Research Center. And for the past 2 years, we have been working with our colleagues at UCLA's Center for Autism Research and Treatment on a potential collaboration. So essentially, we would be creating a virtual center, or center without walls, between the 2 universities to really move the field forward and also accelerate the development of personalized treatments or precision medicine, which is much more the buzzword these days. So I'm very excited about working with the STAR team to help us create a 3-year sustainability plan for this new project.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Karen. I'm going to have to hop off to join my team.
Absolutely. I'm glad. We're recording this, so I'm glad you got to speak. So we have it on file. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Bobby, are you out there?
I am. Good morning, everybody. My name is Bobby Kunzman. I serve as the director for the Student Life and Leadership Office here at the Carolina Union. And we actually met with our students yesterday and will continue today But one of the things we're focused on is our team does a lot of great work. We impact a lot of students, but we want to expand the breadth of the student body and who we're reaching out with. We have strong credibility with the folks that are involved in the work that we're doing, but there are 30,000 students at UNC, and really expanding that work and having a greater reach is what the team's going to be focusing on, and we're excited to work with them.
Great. Well, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it. Very important during this time. And then Jeffrey and Tracy.
Good morning. My name is Jeff Middlestat. I got my MBA at Kenan-Flagler and my master's in journalism and mass communication from Carolina as well. Came back home last year to be the new executive director for the Center for Sustainable Enterprise. In our strategy development process, due to overwhelming interest from companies, investment firms, alumni, students, and faculty, and probably more people I forgot there, we have created what we call, oops, it's all reverse, Invest for the Future, which is our initiative to help with ESG integration and investment all the way down the whole continuum to impact investment. Market-driven as well, ESG-driven assets have eclipsed $40.5 trillion now, and impact investing over $715 billion. So with that, we're concentrating on how do we invest, how do we help firms and companies understand how to invest using ESG and impact investing, mostly ESG for this project, in emerging markets around climate change specifically, because we want to keep some focus. So we're really excited. I can't even start to explain how excited we are. We also have as part of this initiative, which will help with depth, we have the India Impact Challenge, which we announced yesterday, which is investing in India for economic growth, for equity and economic growth while addressing climate change. So we've had great meetings, by the way, also with Nick and John and a couple others in the group already. Tracy, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. Tracy Triggs-Matthews. I'm the Associate Director in the Center for Sustainable Enterprise. I have, in my 13 years at Kenan-Flagler, served as a subject matter expert for many STAR teams. So I'm so excited to be on the side of having students working for us. And I am wearing a blue that is a mix of the Carolina blue and UC Santa Barbara, which is my alumni. So have a love for both.
Great. Well, I know our Professor Nick Dotto is ready to help your team. So he's a veteran of STAR, and we just thank you for the engagement and just an incredible opportunity. I don't think Giselle from Washington Capital Partners is here. She's actually not only a Kenan-Flagler alum, but she is a STAR alumni who has since engaged STAR for her company that she and her husband started. So, and then I know Vive also had some technical difficulties not being able to join from Zoom, but I noticed Eric has joined, and we skipped over BioLabs in the beginning. So Eric, if you want to say a hello, you were at the top of the alphabetical order. So thank you for joining. Oh, and you're on mute, so I cannot hear you.
Yeah, sorry I'm late. I had some
no problem
this morning. So just real quick on me. So I was introduced by Karen, by a good friend of mine, Anna Millar, who's been a neighbor and an advisor to me for some time. I'm the co-founder of a network of co-working wet lab spaces across the country called BioLabs. We have 14 labs growing rapidly across the country where they're situated right next door to major academic research institutions. And the whole point of the co-working spaces is to facilitate the translation of good ideas from an academic setting into proof of concept external to the university, and then to get them teed up for either the first institutional venture financing or to partner them with big pharma. We have literally every single big pharma company as sponsors of our network. As I said, 14 labs across the country. We have about 350 companies in the network, about 5 Nobel Prize laureates, and growing literally every day. It's really an extraordinary community that's come around the concept of BioLabs. We engaged Karen and her team through STARS to help us manage an opportunity we just stumbled into, where we set up a procurement platform to manage all of the stuff coming in and out of our network, because we're responsible as the owners of the network for everything that goes on in the network. So as we set up this procurement system, primarily as a compliance mechanism, we soon discovered that it had enormous commercial capability. It's basically a mini Amazon.com focus on wet lab companies. And now we're going to take this more broadly within biolabs, but also potentially into other markets, and STARS is going to help us with that. I'm looking forward to working with Karen and her team.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. Well, I appreciate everyone staying on. I wanted to keep the recording going for those who had to miss. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. I see Chad from Bausch on.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Great. We'll go back to the beginning of our alphabet. We flew through you all. So Chad, go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry about that. So I was having some audio issues, but so I'm Chad Smigelski. I'm our sales operations manager for Orthodermatologics, which is definitely, we're an entity of Bausch Health. So we're one of the business units within Bausch Health, but dermatology is our focus. I have no ties to North Carolina except our family just moved here actually a few months ago from California. We're born and raised in California. So all my education background is all in California. So it's nice to be here. So it's a nice change. But so our project, our focus is obviously sales operations. I'm the liaison between our upper management and our sales force. So obviously with the COVID shutdowns, offices being closed and access an issue, we're really focusing on what the representative role looks like in the next few years, right? What the change, it's not necessarily related to the medical environment, but more just any industry with a sales force. So we're really focusing on what that looks like, some of the changes that have been implemented may be successful and maybe, cutting edge in a couple of years. So this is our second, I believe, semester with the STAR program. I came on the back end of last semester's program and I was blown away by the information that the team really provided. So I'm excited to see what this year kind of holds. We're kind of giving them an open platform. Essentially, we're kind of giving them a couple ideas and let them run with it, see where it goes. So we're excited to see what's to come.
Well, welcome to North Carolina, and you've got to pick a team while you're here. So go ahead and just pick the Tar Heels and make it, just tie it up.
Thanks, Karen.
All right. Well, thank you again for everybody. We really appreciate your time, and we hope to see you at 5. And for those who are meeting with their teams today, share how the day went. For those who have already met, we'd love to hear at 5. Questions you have or things you want to share, we'll probably just focus on what was the most surprising or most helpful and interesting. But have a great day wherever you are, and we look forward to seeing you again at 5. All right. Bye, guys.